K-pop. You've heard the music, you've seen the videos. It is a full-blown global phenomenon. But how on earth did a genre from South Korea, mostly sung in Korean, completely conquer the world's music charts? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down the exact formula for how they did it. Seriously, it's a question that has had the entire music industry scratching its head for years. This isn't just some flash in the pan. It's a massive, sustained cultural wave. And it's powered by some of the most dedicated fans you will ever see. So let's unpack the strategy. Okay, so the first secret to K-pop's success is understanding this. It was never, ever just about the audio. Right from the start, it was designed to be a complete, meticulously crafted audio-visual experience. Every single piece of the puzzle has to work together perfectly. Let's start with the music itself, which is just a masterclass in blending genres. Producers don't just stick to one lane. No way. They pull the catchiest parts from American pop, the swagger from hip-hop, and the high-energy beats of EDM. What you get is a sound that's familiar enough to grab you, but different enough to feel brand new. Every single track is an event. And then there are the visuals. K-pop is just operating on a whole other level here. We're not talking about your standard music videos. These are basically short films. They're packed with cinematic stories, flawless group choreography, and next-level fashion. Groups like BTS don't just sell you a song, they are selling you an entire universe to get lost in. And that right there is the key. The whole goal is total immersion. When you press play on a new K-pop release, you're not just a passive listener. You are literally stepping into a new world. And that deep level of engagement, that's what turns casual listeners into die-hard fans. All right, so you've got this amazing product, but a product is nothing without an audience, right? Well, in K-pop, the fans aren't just consumers. They are the engine. They're a highly organized, incredibly powerful force that is driving this entire global machine. Let's look at exactly how they pull it off. Think about this. K-pop didn't wait around for traditional radio stations to play their music. Instead, it went straight to the people through social media. Platforms like YouTube and Twitter became the super highways for fans to find new groups, share music videos, and build a massive global community all on their own. K-pop fans don't just listen, they get to work. Fandoms, like the famous ARMY for BTS, operate with the precision of a professional marketing agency. They mobilize online, coordinating huge 24/7 streaming campaigns to rocket songs up the Billboard charts. They organize to vote in massive blocks for major awards, and you better believe they make sure every new release is trending worldwide in minutes. Their power has literally changed the rules of the music business. So at the very center of this whole universe are the idols themselves. And their success is built on this really brilliant two-part strategy. They are created to be flawlessly polished performers who are also, somehow, deeply relatable people. It's a really powerful balancing act. First, let's talk about the polish. K-pop idols are made in this almost legendary training system. For years, and I mean years, before they ever hit a stage, they go through insane training. We're talking mastering singing, dancing in perfect sync, learning multiple languages, and getting coached on how to handle the media. It's basically an academy for creating the perfect global superstar. And this is so important, all that perfection is balanced out by a non-stop stream of content that builds a real personal bond. Through raw behind-the-scenes vlogs, reality shows, and super casual live streams, fans get to see the idols' real personalities. They see their jokes, their struggles, their day-to-day lives. This creates this incredibly powerful emotional connection. Fans feel like they actually know them as people, not just as performers. So, we have the product, we have the fans, and we have the idols. The final piece of this puzzle is the business strategy. And make no mistake, K-pop's global takeover was no accident. It was a carefully planned, brilliantly executed mission. This is the playbook for going global. Every move is calculated. They'll strategically weave English lyrics into their songs to make them more accessible. They'll collaborate with huge Western artists like Halsey or Nicki Minaj to tap into their massive fan bases. And, of course, they launch these enormous, sold-out world tours, bringing the whole high-production K-pop experience directly to fans everywhere. So when you put all of that together, you see that K-pop's rise to the top isn't because of any one thing. It's this powerful, self-reinforcing system. You have a premium audiovisual product, amplified by a super-organized digital fan base, all focused on talented, relatable stars, and it's all backed by a genius global strategy. It's a formula that has completely reshaped what pop music can be. So we've taken a look under the hood of the K-pop empire, but the huge question is still out there. Is this a model that can last forever, or is it a brilliant, explosive cultural moment that will eventually fade? As the industry keeps changing, you can be sure the entire world will be watching to see what happens next.